there, ConnorCondria here, and welcome to my 100 subscriber special. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A with people who have left comments or questions on the video that I did where I announced that I was going to be doing a Q&A, and I had something planned for this video as well, but it unfortunately isn't gonna happen. First, I do want to say, of course, yes, there will be, video of like me playing something in the background like I did with that other video, but I did want to do face cam for this, but unfortunately I don't have really a good way of doing it. That and the fact that when I thought I was going to reach 100, we wouldn't be in the middle of a kind of pandemic where I couldn't get my hair cut, so my hair is also like really bad. And yeah, I don't necessarily look 100% like myself at the moment. So for those two reasons, I'm gonna, wait it off for a little bit. Maybe when we get to 250, 500, 1,000, I don't know. Later on down the line, we'll do it. Hopefully it won't be too long, but it is what it is. So I do want to start out by saying I think I got like 6 questions. So I do want to, take my time with some of them, answer them, a little good, but we're just going to get into it. I don't want to waste any more time. And of course, I got to go with the questions first from the person who has probably supported me the most, at least, as a viewer on my channel. And I got to do Michael's first because he gave me 4. He gave me 4, and I did say you can leave me as many as you wanted. He gave me 4. And to answer, well, not to answer like your question, but to respond to something that you said in your post. I don't know if I'll put it on screen, I probably will, but you said that you might have asked some of these in the previous time that you've responded with like a question. And yes, you did, and no, you didn't. Because you kinda did, but you kinda didn't. So I'll start with your first one. What are your favorite styles of music or favorite musical artist? Now, I don't necessarily say that I have a favorite musical artist or a favorite genre of music, but I will talk about like some styles that I do enjoy. I enjoy like, I don't know if it's 80s or 90s rock. But think of like Bon Jovi, think of Poison, think of Queen, Green Day. Those are like my style of music that I really enjoy and have really enjoyed listening in my life. But I'm also, because this might, go into something else that you've asked, but I'll just say it here. I do also like listening to anime music. I do like anime, so I really like listening to anime music. Yes, I'm a weeb. So yeah, basically, if it's like 80s or 90s rock, I don't know if they started in 70s, 80s, or 90s. I know they started sometime there. And I think any kind of music from nowadays, maybe like, I'm not huge on nowadays music. I don't know why, I'm just not huge on it compared to, like the rock days of prior. But if it's like a catchy song, if in my mind it's catchy, I enjoy it. If I don't personally find it catchy and something that I can like sing along to or hum along to or something like that, I just don't care for it. So mainly if it's like, Green Day, what was the other one? There's another one. Oh, Jesus. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad at myself. I might put like a thing on the screen because I just can't remember. But it was like Green Day, Queen, Bon Jovi. Those are the things that I like. Poison. But now let's move on to your second question. What is my favorite movie or TV show? Well, here's the thing. For the past, I want to say 3 to 5 years, I've mainly been watching YouTube content. So I don't necessarily have favorite TV shows or movies. TV shows I watch more than movies. But recently, I really haven't watched any movies. Like, I remember, like, movies that I really, really enjoyed, I think are, like, I enjoyed Frozen for what it was. I've enjoyed, fuck, what is it called? I think I enjoyed the Avatar movie when it came out. That's going, like, way back, way the fuck back. I think, like, Disney movies are, like, movies that I enjoy. So long as, like, a Disney movie or, like, a comedy movie, those are more of my types of movies. I'm not a big horror guy. I haven't watched Avengers movies. I haven't watched DC movies. I haven't watched any kind of superhero movies. I know I might get flagged for it, but it's just, I don't know. My friends love that. My friends love DC, Marvel, all that kind of stuff, and all those heroes and everything. I don't know. It just never really clicked with me. Maybe it's because I've never watched them, or maybe there's just something deeper down that I don't know, but I'm more of like a comedy guy. I'm more of like a Disney guy. Those are kind of the movies that I enjoy. Now, TV show, I might be able to give you a better answer. Because I used to love watching cartoons. I used to love watching like Fairly Odd Parents, SpongeBob. God, I think I enjoyed Regular Show when it was coming out, Adventure Time. I love watching cartoons like that. But if I had to give like TV shows that are more relevant today, except for I guess like SpongeBob, I guess I'm more of like a Survivor and Big Brother type of guy. I like watching people do competitions and all that kind of, activities. And I guess The Masked Singer. I know these are all like reality TV show kind of things, but I don't know. I think because my mom got me into them, I've kind of just enjoyed them as well. But fuck, there was one other thing. I do like game shows, like Price is Right. Oh fuck, Whose Line Is It Anyway? I never personally watched the show because, I'm not that old. But I love watching clips of it online since I can't, I guess they did come back, but I feel like it's not the same without Drew Carey. I don't know. Just the fact that they aren't, making fun of Drew Carey anymore, I think it kind of ruins it a little bit, but hey, they're doing them. So yeah, it's mainly, reality shows like Survivor and Big Brother, game shows like The Price is Right, Family Feud, General Knowledge, stuff like that. Those are the things that I mainly watch. But now let's go into your third question. Besides gaming channels, what other content do you subscribe to on YouTube? I should preface right now, I do mainly subscribe to gaming channels. I love people like Nathaniel Bandy, Scott the Waz, Nathaniel Bandy, Scott the Waz, Markiplier, Chugga Conroy, I think PewDiePie, yeah, definitely PewDiePie, Mr. Beast. Like, I love watching all these all these guys, all these, great content creators. But if I have two other categories of content that I subscribe to, I subscribe to baseball content and I subscribe to anime content. Baseball wise, it's, like the baseball channels, the things that show like baseball highlights, MLB The Show creators like Cougs, Fuzzy, Shelfie, Kevin God. I know Giraffe Neck Mark used to do it, but now he's more of just doing baseball stuff, and I still watch that almost every time it comes out. So it's more of like baseball or MLB The Show content. And then anime wise, I guess the biggest one that I subscribe to is Lost Pause. I love anime, as I've mentioned before. Anime, video games, and baseball are like the three big things that I do, or watch, or play, or anything along those lines. Those are my big three things. I think video games would go first, and then from there, anime and baseball are kind of always flopping back and forth between 2 and 3 for me. Video games are always number 1 for me. I love video games. I love playing video games. I love experiencing video games. Anime is also like, it has a shit ton of like great experiences that you can enjoy watching and all that. And I just love the intensity of baseball. So to answer your question in layman terms, baseball, anime, Those are the two things that I subscribe to as well. And the fourth one, I don't know how to answer this one. Any thoughts on the Shane Dawson / Jeffree Star controversy? Where do I start? So I know that Shane Dawson has done some pretty fucked up shit. I know, like, he had the whole blackface thing. I know he has some other stuff that I really don't want to mention that he's done to, well, he hasn't done to them, but, things that he said to people that are not 18. Or, well, I guess insinuated. But going back on, like, the blackface thing and I guess the racist stuff, if other people are being forgiven, then I guess in some terms, depending on how bad it is, he should be forgiven as well. If other people are getting, canceled and, just absolutely bashed for it, then he should as well. If they're basically the same thing that other people are getting hit for, I want the same, I want that to be the same. I don't want to have, like, splitting, well, because you like this one more, then they should get special treatment. No, none of that shit. If one person gets hit for it, and another person did basically, or if not exactly the same thing in the same context, then yes, they should be getting the same punishment. But it all depends on the person, and all depends on what they did. I don't know what anybody has done, honestly. I don't follow Shane Dawson. I don't follow Jeffree Star. I don't follow James Charles, Tati. I don't follow any of these guys or girls. I don't follow them. That's not my style. That's not the stuff that I watch. I'm not into beauty, so I don't know all the details. Now, with the whole James Charles thing, if they did set Tati up to screw James Charles over, then I think they should get something in return. I'm not saying that they should maybe get their whole career ruined, because, again, I don't know the severity of everything that they've done, said, or thought, but they should get at least something, if that makes any sense. Like, he did have his career go on a downward spiral for a little bit, so they should as well. And I think I know that Shane has his whole, what was it? I think he got, like, all of his channels demonetized. If that's the case, that's a good start, I think. Maybe give him, like, a month without anything and see what goes from there. I'm not the one that makes up the rules, so I'm not the one that's going to sit here and figure this shit out. Next one we have is from, oh god, I'm going to get this name wrong. Matthias Luis Otero de Oliveira. I think that's close. If I got it wrong, just tell me, because I'm sure I did. Have you watched El Tigre, The Adventures of Manny Rivera? Yes, I did, and I loved it when I was younger. I didn't want to mention it in the prior thing because I wanted to answer it on its own. But yeah, I used to love watching El Tigre. I used to love watching these odd shows. I can't remember a lot of them by name, but El Tigre was like the biggest one I could remember, and I used to just love watching it. So I know this one isn't going to be like a longer response, but yes, I did watch it, and yes, I did like it. And the final question that I've been asked was, who was my inspiration? Nodano was inspired by Jacksepticeye, Markiplier. I'm assuming PewDiePie is probably another one of them. But I will say that I wasn't actually inspired by the norm. Well, I guess one of them is kind of the norm. But the people I was inspired by was Chugga Conroy, who I mentioned before. But I will say, I was not inspired by Chugga Conroy when he was alone. I learned of Chugga Conroy because I went on YouTube, I guess like in my early heydays. The very first channel that I remember watching, because I wanted to look up, it was either Smash Brothers content or Mario Party content, because those were the two games I was into a lot when I was younger. The first channel I ever watched that I remember that I remember subscribing to and remember, watching on a normal basis was We Like to Play, or as they were recently known as We Like to Pray. And I can understand why they changed their name. But they were the first group that really got me into like, wow, I really want to do this. Like, this is something that I want to do. I watched them play Mario parties. I watched them play Smash Brothers. I love their Smashing Sunday series where they would just go through all the different Smash games each week and just play Smash Brothers. Obviously, they can't do that, or well, they aren't doing that anymore because half of the group kind of left, which sucks, but I understand life is life. You can't. Sometimes you just gotta move on. But there was another group that I used to like watching. The Runaway Guys. The Runaway Guys had ConnorCondria, Proton John, and Nintendo Capri Sun. After I had watched them all play together on the Runaway Guys, that's when I split off and watched each of them individually. I loved ConnorCondria's informative content. I loved Nintendo Capri Sun just playing the games, having fun. And I still, at times, watch Proton John's streams to this day. So this is like the main group of like 7 people that really, really got me into wanting to do YouTube. And I will say, nobody probably knows this that subscribed to me. But when I was 12, I want to say. When I was 12, I think. It was like late middle school, early high school. I tried uploading content on 2 separate channels. It wasn't great content, and unfortunately, we deleted content on one of the channels, which sucks. I wish it was still up. One of them is still out there. I'm not going to give the name out because I'm hoping that I'll get decently big enough to where I can do like a reaction video, like a live stream kind of thing with you guys where we can go back and relive my 12-year-old past and see just how cringy I was. So, if you can figure out the username, just think of me, alright? You may not know a lot about me, but think of certain things about me, and you might be able to figure out the username. Think about what I like, think about me as a person. Well, I mean, you don't know a lot about me, because I really don't talk about a lot much. But just think of things that I've done, said, or like, and you might be able to figure it out. So, yeah, those are the guys that have really got me into it. ConnorCondria and Nintendo Capri Sun specifically are the ones that made me want to do Let's Play content. But the groups as a whole, as We Like to Play and the Runaway Guys, made me want to do group content as well, which is kind of what I've been trying to do on this channel. But unfortunately, it isn't always working. So basically, I have my 2 friends that I want to play games with. At the beginning, we mainly did Call of Duty. And that just wasn't... I love playing Call of Duty, don't get me wrong. But I don't know if it's the content that I want to put on my channel regularly. I'm not a Wildcat. I'm not a 407. I'm not those guys. I play Nintendo games mainly, and I do Let's Plays mainly. So I really didn't want to have Call of Duty be like one of those games that I put out regularly. So we finally got around to doing Mario 64 Versus, which I love doing. And I love watching love watching their perspectives as well as mine. And I love the fact that one of my friends decided to leave their mouse on the screen for about 6 of the episodes. That was good too. I fucking love the fact that happened. So, unfortunately, we really haven't been able to get all together to do a lot of stuff since, because of the whole virus. And now I think one of my friends really has to focus on, work right now. But I am hoping that soon enough we'll be able to all come back together and play games again, whether it's doing versus, whether it's playing games like Mario Party. I probably want to do some like Mario Brothers games, just multiplayer games in general, honestly. Whether it's Call of Duty, whether it's Mario, whether it's Smash Brothers, whether it's the 51 Clubhouse games that I've been playing recently, which is probably the game that's on screen, knowing me. But yeah, there's just a lot of things that I'd like to do. But where I am now, I just kind of can't, because my friends would love to do it. The only thing is money, you know. They want to make sure that if they do it, you know, they can maybe quit their job, you know. So that's the main reason why I can't do that, because they're always working, you know. And I'm not going to blame them for that. They have their own lives they got to look forward to as well. I'm not going to sit here and blame them for it. But yeah, I know I went a little bit of a tangent, but this is what happens when I talk and I don't have a script. I'll just go on and just talk about shit. Maybe you wanted to know, maybe you didn't want to know. So, yeah, there's a lot that I want to do. I know I say this every time, but everything takes time. It's just what it is. So, I think that's where I'm going to end it. Facecam was an unfortunate thing that I couldn't do yet, because I don't have a way of really recording myself. Yeah, I have my phone, but I'm not going to sit there and have myself holding my phone up for, what are we at now, like 21, 22 minutes. That thing would be wobbling all over the goddamn place like no tomorrow. And I don't have a thing to like set it up to record me. So it is what it is. I do hopefully have that other video that I want to do, that I wanted to do for 100 subscribers. I hope I can do that soon. I hope I can get all that recorded and good, and, you know, the script and everything ready for that one. But yeah, I'm gonna keep doing Let's Play content as of now. And I just hope you guys will enjoy everything that I hope to do on YouTube, and maybe Twitch if I decide to live stream later down the line. So I just want to say at the end here, thank you so much for all of the support you've given me. Thank you for all the comments, the laughs. Thank you for watching my videos. Thank you for liking my videos. It really means a lot. When sometimes you don't have the best of thoughts, sometimes you just need that comment or that like on one of your videos to just cheer you up. Because I know recently, with everything going on, especially in like the Smash Brothers community, I haven't really been up to standard in my emotional state. So I'm hoping that after this, I'll be able to turn myself around and just keep going. And keep playing games, and hopefully you guys will like me playing games as well. So, thank you for watching. If you, I don't like saying this, but I feel like I should. Please, if you like it, you know, like the video. If you're new, subscribe. If you aren't new and you are subscribed, I don't like suggesting this, but because of everything I said in the video, if you do have anybody that you know might like my content, I would ask you to share it. I only ask because I really want to do stuff with my friends, but you know, with everything they're dealing with, I would like to do it soon, but I know it's going to take time. So I'm just going to put it out there. If you do know somebody who might like it, share it out with them. See if they like the content I put out. Also, I will say, before I go, Mario Party tier list will continue. I gotta get my ass on it. I know there are people out there who watch it. I know it's like one of my most viewed thing ever. So I will get back on that. Sorry. So yeah, I think that's where I'm gonna end it here. It's been a while. It's been too fucking long. Holy shit, 25 minutes. Yikes. Alright, enough rambling from me. Thank you for watching. Hope y'all enjoyed. And I hope to see you all in the next one.